right, everyone. This is it. This is me. Can you hear me? Everybody on the chat, can you hear me? My mic says it's working, so I'm hoping it's working. Yes, okay. Thank you, Jordy. So, is a little echoey? All right, let me try and. How about that right now? Is it a little better? All right, it's because I had two mics. I had two mics in. Um, so yeah, so if you haven't noticed yet, I'm not LJ. This is it's a little different today. LJ lost his hair, grew a beard, got married. You know, it's he changed a lot. But no, my name is Chris. I'm one of the PSN writers here. I am one of the lead Eagles writers for Liam. Liam is on vacation right now, and he was very worried about not being able to do this. But I got nothing to do tonight. The last couple of weeks I've been in with you in the chat, talking with you guys. So I told Liam, listen, I'll kick my wife out of the house and I'll do it. But no, my wife's actually working right now, so I got the house a little quiet until she gets back. But I have two dogs here, my parents' dog and my dog, so they might start barking during the live stream. So got to deal with it. But to answer all of your questions, no, we are not live streaming the game. You will not see any footage of the game here because of copyright laws. We'd get screwed. You know, they would shut us down if we showed the game on this stream. So I will be watching the game on NFL Game Pass. I did the 1 week free pass for today's game. And so I'm going to cancel it right after this game, and so I don't get paid $100 for 2 preseason games, because next week and then it's done. The Game Pass is done, because I don't think it rolls over to Sunday Ticket. But that's what I'm going to be watching it on, and but for those of you that don't have NFL Game Pass and don't want to do the free trial for a week, go on Reddit. Go on Reddit. That's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks when I've been talking to you guys. I go on Reddit. I search NFL streams. I think that's streams with a Z at the end. And then in the NFL streams, just search for Eagles, and you'll see in Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens, and then it'll give you some links there. That's what I've been doing, and it's been working pretty well. I even stream it on my smart TV, and it comes out pretty well. That's what I usually do during the week, during the actual season also, because I live in New Jersey, so I don't get many Eagles games if they're not on Fox. And when they're on Fox at the same time as the Giants, I don't get the Eagles games. So I usually stream during this from Reddit during the actual season too. AJ Lopez, the whole preseason is free, is on NFL Game Pass, but it's a free trial. There's only a week free trial. So I didn't want to do it the last couple weeks because I knew I wasn't going to be actually on this. I figured might as well do it. So I'm not. It's going to be a delay anyway because it's the internet and everything's on delay. But I'm going to try my best not to look at the chat while the play is going on like Liam's been doing. Liam looks straight at the TV at his laptop while the game's going on, and then he looks in the chat and then he talks to you about the game. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do as well. I'm not going to be as good as Liam. He's the GOAT. And Liam is the GOAT, and we all know that. He's brought me on here to Philly Sports Network, and I'm very appreciative of him. I'm not going to get too soppy like he does. You know, that's not me. I don't drink tea. I don't spill the tea. That's not my tea. I do this. That's me. So while we wait for the game, if if you have any questions for me to know who I am, feel free to go for it. And while I wait for your questions and to see who I am, let me introduce in the chat right now Brian Cameron, my co-host on what? We have a podcast that we hope you all listen to. It's called Flipping the Birds. Flipping the Birds podcast. We podcast every Sunday, and then we put it out Monday morning for hopefully you guys to listen. We are 4 episodes in. This Sunday will be the 5th episode, and I think we're almost at 450 plays for this week already, and it's only Thursday, and that's great. We're looking like it's our best week so far. Thank you so much, John, for the kind words. We really appreciate you guys listening to us. We're two guys from New Jersey who just love the Eagles. We're not too far out of Philadelphia. We're about 2 hours away from Philadelphia. My wife and I have friends down in Philly. So we go. The ride from here to the parade, when we went to the parade, wasn't too bad. 2 hours. So it's close enough. But again, we are in Jersey, so we have to deal with the Giants fans and the Cowboys fans, and not too many Redskins fans, but I feel bad for them anyway. But yeah, so if you're not following us on Twitter yet, here you go. That's me on the left, that's Brian on the right, and that's our podcast on the bottom, Flipping the Birds. So please go out on Twitter and follow us. Brian doesn't have too many followers on Twitter, so we got to help him out today. Brian, I think he's a little bit under 100 followers. So let's help Brian out and get him up there. Let's help me out too. I'm at 329 followers. Let's get up to 400 today. Our Flipping the Birds, we're at 411, which is insane. That we are at 411 because just 2 weeks ago, we were at 214. And now we're up 200 followers 2 weeks in. So it's great. So thank you guys so much. Feel free to follow our personal accounts too. We say some good stuff from time to time. We just enjoy talking to everyone. No matter who you are, we talk to everyone. So please feel free to follow us. And so since we are 17 minutes away, and I'm hoping my game stream starts soon. It's not. I just keep saying then the game will start soon. So we'll see. Game Pass. So if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to send those over. I hope me not being Liam doesn't turn you guys away to something else, because we really want to build this up. We really want to continue doing this great thing. Like Liam said the last couple weeks, we're going to try and do a post-game thing like this after every game during the season. We're not going to do it during the games because you guys all have families and we have families, and we're going to watch the games with them, and then we'll get post-game with you guys. You see on the screen the Ravens-Eagles scoreboard kind of flickers a little bit, I guess. That's because I have it. I'm trying to do it like what Liam does, with updating the score every time a score happens, and it's on Google Slides right now. So if I go, so if I go here, I say, all right, 7. Nope, just kidding. They don't score. Let's say right over here, and then so I'm hoping I could do that for you guys as well, just so we can keep it consistent. Yeah. So cheers everyone to a great live stream today. So, who are you guys looking forward to seeing today? I know for me, the last couple weeks it's been Mark and Michelle. So after the first game, I was like, you know what? He's gonna be a good one. Even though it was one catch of 75 yards, it was big time 75 yards. But then last week he came out with one catch for 12 yards. It was Greg Ward that really came out of nowhere to really take control of that fifth wide receiver spot. And it's going to come down to the fifth and sixth wide receiver spots because this first four are locked down. We got wide receiver 1, Alshon Jeffrey, wide receiver 2, Deshaun Jackson. You can really flip them any way you want. Wide receiver 1A, wide receiver 1B. Then you got Nelson Aguilar, wide receiver 3. JJ Arcega-Whiteside with wide receiver 4. And then we're looking for who? Right now it looks like Greg Ward is our wide receiver 5. And maybe Mark and Michelle, wide receiver 6. But then you could flip-flop Carlos Agudosi, maybe. Matt Collins. We saw Matt Collins sighting last week for the first time. He's alive. That's all we know. But other than that, doesn't look good for him. Does not look good for Matt Collins, and he had a lot of promise coming out of UNC. A guy who could stretch the field, give us that Deshaun Jackson skill set that we were lacking because Chip Kelly let him go. And he was a special team ace at UNC. He got down the field and he covered really, really well. And now all these injuries that kept him out a lot longer than expected. It's not looking good for him. But we got Nate Jerry. Dylan's looking for Nate Jerry. Josh McCown, of course, Josh McCown. We got to see how his hair holds up today in that helmet in Eagles green. He's gone from Jets, gang green, whatever, to Eagles midnight green. A beautiful shade of green for Josh McCown. And we'll see if he gets the start tonight. I think probably Clayton Thorson will get the start tonight. I'm not sure if Kessler was cleared. If anybody can touch base with me on that, but we're looking at Thorson starting tonight. If that's not the case, and I hate to do this, but if I have been ordered by LJ that if Thorson scores a touchdown, throws a touchdown, any scoring drive with Clayton Thorson, this is coming on.
Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da.
Yeah. So that has to come on if he scores, and I can't tell you how many times I have heard this song in my nightmares. Oh my goodness. This song has been just you know what? My wife and I went to get some authentic Italian. And we've been wanting some authentic Italian. We went to authentic Italian at Olive Garden, and I was just sitting here. Let me use my remote as the fork, and I'm just while I'm sitting at dinner. Liam. You should see some of the chats we have in our PSN groups about Liam. He's a legend, but it drives us all crazy. Drives us all crazy. Joel, if he throws an interception, we might have to play it anyway. I don't know the rules here. I don't know if LJ wants me to play whenever he makes a play, good or bad. If he fumbles, do I play it on blast? Do I play it on loop? If he throws an interception, if it's a pick six, is the rest of the stream the song? I don't know. If he does what our own PSN Eric Reese says, throws it to himself, the rest of the stream is going to just be the song. That's gonna be it. Yeah, so it's yeah, that's it. But going back to our players, while we have 9 minutes left till game time, and my game stream is still not going on right now. I'm on Game Pass right now, and it still says the game will start soon. So if anybody is getting the same stuff, let me know so I'm not going crazy. Excuse me. And so I am also looking forward to seeing JJW. And if you look at this draft profile that Liam did after the draft, after he got drafted, you see his measurables there. You see his last year. You see his college career there. Thank you, Eric. You see his stats in his career, and he is a great threat for us. And the more I think about his impact on the game, if you listen to Flipping the Birds, you know I get hot and heavy for this offense. You know that what we're going for in an offense, JJ epitomizes all of that. We can put him in the slot for a big slot receiver with Alshon and Deshaun. You know, because who knows if Nelson Aguilar is back next year? This could be it could be very well his walk year. He could ball out this year and price himself out of the Eagles next year, and it might be easy for them to move on from Aguilar because of JJ. You know, now that JJ's here, Nelson Aguilar, the writing might be on the wall for him. Especially if Greg Ward shows a lot of promise this year, Carlos Agudosi shows a lot of promise this year. Maybe even Markin Michelle if he goes on a practice squad. But if they try to put him on a practice squad, I feel like he's going to get picked up. Watch the Patriots get him, you know, and pair him with his brother in the Patriots, and then he balls out. But let's look at JJ's hands. He has Alshon's hands and body with better speed. He's Alshon on steroids, but without actually the steroids. Let's not talk about steroids, especially with the MLB coming out today and saying that those guys taking gas station sex enhancement pills might get tested for PEDs. Don't take those pills at the gas station. I mean, if you're taking pills from a gas station, come on. You know, I don't want to know about your night. But anyways, yeah. So JJ, he has so much promise for this offense, and I just can't wait to see Wentz drop back and he just puts it up for him and just grabs it, and he just puts it up and he just snatches it out of the hands of the defender. And Mr. Fifth, you know, we respect your opinion. Everybody has their opinions, just like everybody has the you know what's, and they all stink. Yours stinks a lot because it's not up to him. It's up to the coaches, and quite frankly, it's a good decision. Keep him healthy. Keep him healthy. You know, you know, Mr. Fifth, I appreciate your enthusiasm and your support. But last week Foles didn't play against us. So to say Foles would have, he didn't play. Anyways, let me not focus on negatives. So another guy we're really looking forward to keeping the train moving is Mr. Alex Singleton. Alex Singleton, just look at that monster. Look at his hair. Another guy I'm jealous of for his hair. Just look at that motor. Look at it. He just gets to the ball so quick, and that's what he's been doing for us. He's been one of the PFF's, Pro Football Focus's, highest graded defenders for us, outside of Deshaun Hall. Outside of Deshaun Hall, he has been fantastic. And you know what? He's probably a lock for this team. He is a much better version of Brian Bremen, and the same hair. He has the same. He has the same. He has the same motor, same want for the game. Because you know what? Just if you looked up ahead at his career, he was signed by, I believe, the Seahawks, undrafted. And then he got cut. And then he went to the Vikings. Then he went to the Patriots. All cuts. Never played an NFL game. Then he finally went to Calgary, and he balled out. He's been great. He has been great for us, and he definitely has the motor for this defense and for Jim Schwartz's defense. To answer some of your questions, Texas boy, yes, I am taking over the live stream today. Liam is on vacation with his buddies. They went to the soccer game. Sorry, football games, because it's England. So I'm taking over for him. Liam, so that's your question, Crystal. Spirit Wolf, sorry. And there's no live stream here. There's no live stream here. So sorry. Sorry, everyone looking for a live stream of the game. It's just this. My wife texted me. I have to answer her. So we have dogs. We have dogs barking right now because my wife's home. Let me. I don't think Liam's ignoring us. It's all right. It's fine. My wife just got home and the dogs are all over her right now. People are so sad that Liam's not here and it's me. It makes me sad, but I hope that I can meet your expectations. Joel, I have my dog is a mutt, really big mutt, and the other dog is a Shih Tzu. It's my parents' dog that we're dog sitting for. My parents are in Puerto Rico right now, so we're dog sitting for him, and he likes to. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yep, that's him. He doesn't like going upstairs, so he's barking at the stairs because he doesn't like going up the stairs because he's too small. But Mr. Fifth again, we won't show the game. Sorry. If you don't accept me, oh well. But here we go. This is Max. This is the crybaby. Say hi, Max. Say hi. Now my dog is coming to get. Here's my dog. This is Macy. Macy, say hi.
I'll move on.
All right, Mace, go. So Liam, this broadcast is already so much better than Liam's because it has dogs. You can say mean things to me. It doesn't matter. People said Texas boy said he wants to say mean things to me, but he doesn't want to.
Don't do that.
I could do it.
Come on.
Oh, Liam is here. If you look at the chat, Liam is in the chat right now. Welcome, Liam. Welcome, LJ. The worst insult I've ever had, ever. Someone in here just said, "Not gonna lie, you look like a Cowboys fan."
Oh.
That I'm gonna have to. How can I block someone from being in here? All right, let's see if the game's still not coming up for me. Why? All right, so I got the game up. Perfect. All right. Game is on. LJ, don't do that because you're the one. You're everyone's MCM. Mine is on now too, John. Thank you. I'm just waiting for it to go on my TV. Yes, Texas. I am watching it with Game Pass right now. So I have Scott Graham and Ross Tucker's up right now, and we're watching the game shortly. My wife's making nachos. She was hungry
I'm pregnant.
and pregnant, so she's eating right now for our baby. She's filling up for our baby, for our daughter. So, yeah. So while we wait for the game, let me show everybody again our Twitter for me and Brian. Flipping the Birds. Please subscribe to us and listen to us. We record on Sundays. We put it out on Mondays. And you know what? And yes, Liam. You see, Liam, I'm just all over the graphics here. And since you're here, Liam, this is for you.
Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da.
That's all I can handle. I can't do that anymore. Only if he scores. Only if he scores. Play that song. The things Liam does. For everyone looking for NFL streams, we are not streaming the game here. We're not streaming the game here. Go on Reddit. Go on Google. Reddit has so many links. That's what I've been using. Excuse me. Thank you, Enrico. Enrico Smith says congrats on the baby. So let's all look on the side here. RB4 race reaches the final hurdle. You know, our going into this game, we have our first three running backs is definitely Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, Darren Sproles. Who's going to be the RB4? As you can see on the right, Corey Clement. He's had a very, very good week. Very good week of practice. And for me, he's always been RB4. Just been holding his spot down until he got hurt, until he got healthy. Then we got Boston Scott. Boston Scott had a great game last week. 6.2 rushing yards per carry, I believe. In his first game of the preseason, and a touchdown. That's pretty damn good. Then you look at Wendell Smallwood, who really never gets the appreciation he deserves. But at the same time, he hasn't done really much out. You know, when he carries the ball, I believe last year, I looked at his carries. The first 10 carries he gets, he averages 4.5 yards or more. Then once he gets after that 10 carry mark, like 10 to 15, maybe a little more, his average goes down to about 2. He slows down. He gets very tired. He's a situational back. He's a very good goal line back, but he cannot be a prominent role in the offense. I'm sure some of you saw last year, he really slowed down towards the end of the season. And if you look on the screen right now, there's Josh McCown, better hair than Liam. He's ready. He's ready for his first action with the Eagles. As you can see, Carson's not playing today. He's got his headset in. But as some of you saw, most of our starters are playing today outside of Wentz. Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, they're all suited up. Aguilar suited up. They'll probably play a series. Probably will play a series. That's it. Don't get too hard. But we'll see Jason Peters in. It's a shame that we won't see Andre Dillard for the first series because he's been completely dominant. But got to give Jason Peters some run here. All right, let's see. Let's watch the kickoff. Miles Sanders is back to return. As you see, he's only had 38 kick returns in his contract. I don't see him as a kick return guy. Corey Clement, for me. There's Matt Collins. Matt Collins siding Mr. Special Teams. So LJ Fort. After a long week of joint practices, here we go. And a touchback. And also a lot of rain at my house. I hope I don't lose power. All right, let's see. Cody Kessler starting. Guess he's out of concussion protocol. It's a little delay on that Clayton Thorson song then. Hands off. Nice run for about 4 yards from Is that Sanders back there? No, that's Corey Clement. Corey Clement getting the start. Corey Clement getting the start. My dog is terrified right now because my wife has the oven on and she does not like ovens. And Kessler throws it out wide for Deshaun. The first target of his rejuvenated Eagles career. Deshaun Jackson. It's an out route by Cody Kessler, and it's terrible. Terrible. Third and 6. Let's see where we go here. Kessler changing the play. Trying to act like he's a serviceable quarterback. Sweep to Clement. And that's good for a first down. Clement with a really nice run. Really nice run for Clement. No, J to the Rock. J to ROC. Liam's not here. It's me. Sorry. I know it's his LJ's thing. But I'm the driver tonight as he's on vacation. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40. Another run to Clement. And after a big run, -1 yards. So, there's that. But kind of makes you think that with Clement starting and not subbing out yet, he's RB4. He's RB4. You know, there's Darren Sproles, RB3. Clement, there's no one subbed in for him yet. He probably has a firm grasp on that RB4. Oh, false start. Zach Ertz. Thank you, Jordy. I really appreciate that, Jordy. with all those running backs. And you look at that, the top four. That's your four. I would put Boston Scott over Smallwood, and then I'll go Smallwood, Adams, Pumphrey. Pumphrey, he's probably done. Poor guy. Kessler moving around the pocket. He finds Zach Ertz down the middle. My wife's very happy about that. Big fan of Zach Ertz. Big fan. Brian, you know, I'm doing it for us, man. I'm doing it for us, Brian. Trying to get Flipping the Birds name out there. Oh, you guys don't know what Flipping the Birds is? That's this right here. That's this. All right. Okay. I won't do too much. All right, 3rd and 3. Draw down the middle, and looks like 4th down. All right, Lucas. I'll turn down my Ross Tucker. Or Al Michaels. Ooh, Dougie P going for it. Of course, with Cody Kessler, I don't know about that. And then he gets sacked. I hope no one blames that on our line, because Kessler, again, just holding on to the ball way too long. Way too long. That's what happened last week. He didn't feel the pressure coming. It wasn't Dillard's fault. Dillard had a completely different pass protection call, and he did his job, and Kessler held onto the ball way too long. And there it is again. He's driving his stock down for the Eagles. And it's going to look like it's going to be Thorson. Or not Thorson. Josh McCown didn't come on here for 3rd string quarterback, 4th string. See, that's what happens with Cody Kessler's experience being the Jaguars and the Browns. You know, he hasn't had that consistent success anywhere. You know, and he's brought in here. He's just not good. Not good. Yeah, and I have to agree with Eric there. It's going to be obviously Wentz, then McCown, and then once Sudfeld comes back, he's probably gonna be QB3. As much as I hate to say that, because I really like Sudfeld, I want him to be QB2. I think it's gonna be McCown and then Sudfeld, because McCown's not going to come in and agree to come out of retirement to be a 3rd string quarterback. So. And you're missing Nathan. The thing about football is you also need to score more points. The team that scores more points than the other team usually wins. As my wife gives me dirty looks. Garnett, if Wentz gets hurt, Josh McCown's pretty decent. But I don't think Wentz is getting hurt this year. Look, he's had a really good offseason. He's shown healthy, no restrictions. He's good to go. It's his first full offseason since 2017, and look how 2017 ended up before he got hurt. Here we go on defense. J to the ROC, I am an elementary phys ed teacher. Kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th grade. Oh, who's the Ravens quarterback? Malik Jackson out there haven't heard his name too much this preseason. McCown out there, good. It's a good secondary. Roll out. And a first down. McSorley, Penn State. Trace McSorley. Let's see. Quick. And they do a quick run up the middle, and you're going to see a lot of that this year. Runs up the middle that go nowhere. Yeah, Jay. It's for the kids, it's a great time. For the teachers, not so much. That's how psycho they are. Someone said it was his favorite time of the day. Let's see. Thank you, Garnett. Appreciate that. I have to watch with the sound off because if the sound goes through the live feed, it's copyright. Nice play by Brandon Graham. LJ dropping in. Over 100 people in the chat right now. Just yeah. I can talk to you while I'm on this. That's all right. My wife doesn't want to talk to me while I'm on this. She just wants to eat her nachos in peace. Nice pressure. Fourth down. That was great pressure. Oh, they're in field goal range, huh? Justin Tucker, really, any yard line is field goal range for him. He's such a great kicker. 49 yards is automatic for him. Yep. All right, so let's see. Let's go on here and change that. There you go. Score is updated. I feel like LJ here. All right, so commercial break. I could get up and get in. It's all right. Thanks, honey bunny. Tucker is really good. Cameron, no, Clement is not hurt. He started today. Did pretty well. Someone said it's not yo cheese, not cho cheese. Like not your cheese.
I got it.
Got it? Texas boy, and so much hate for Jalen Mills. Jalen Mills is to risk losing everybody in the chat. Jalen Mills is good. I like him. $1 million. I think Alshon will have more touchdowns, but Deshaun will have more yards. Showing Deshaun Jackson highlights last year.
Yes, we're gonna go upstairs in a minute.
And pretty soon, we did a trivia on flipping the birds on Sunday. No one's answered it yet. Makes me question how many of you listen to our podcast. But we are going to extend the trivia through today, up until when we record on Sunday, and I'll let you know what the trivia is later on. And the winner, we're going to do two winners of a shirt, of a PSN shirt. So that, watch out for that a little later. Has to do with Alshon Jeffrey and Josh McCown. Since my TV's on a little delay, I'm not gonna look at the chat because they're gonna just spoil everything for me. Look at those hands and run after the catch. It's a future wide receiver 1.
Who's that?
JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Oh, my wife found a new favorite player.
No, Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
No, he's not. No one's touching him.
He's from Spain. Arcega-Whiteside.
Not a bad looking
Not a bad looking dude.
offense we have.
Yeah. Kessler. You can't throw the ball you cannot throw the ball when you're that you're setting up for disaster. Good thing Clement was there. Eric, it has to be Thega. That's how it's pronounced. Kessler just, that's all his fault. He's probably gonna get cut tomorrow. JD, I was always a big fan of Will Tye, but Josh Perkins has looked like he's had the leg up. I'll say Aguilar having fun with Jimmy Smith there, just flexing on him after a 2-yard gain. 3-yard game, sorry. You right over there?
I'm gonna be like 200 pounds.
Not sure what Kessler's doing there. Not sure at all. This is a epitome of an old Jaguars quarterback and Browns quarterback. I missed that penalty. What was that penalty? Someone clarify that for me? $1 million. I have always been on that train. I would love to see Mailata as a fullback. Holding. I guess I didn't see that. Blocking the back. You can talk.
When they go out.
Like 6:30.
lay down on me.
Good. All right, commercial break means I'm getting another beer.
Only soul that has no helper above. Maybe I'm just alone. I trust my gut, but I've never let it go. So far now I wanna know what you thought you had done when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems like I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right to take away my pride, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. My crime's a legend to remind, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. So burn it to the ground. I lost the course, the fight to change my life. There seems no time for respite. Maybe you should just go. I changed my ways, but I never thought I'd find no time to hide in my mind. In the hope you would stay when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems that I'm caught every time you remind.
All right. Here we go. Nathan, I'm not too worried about that. There's a lot of teams, especially the Eagles, that really don't show much in the preseason that before they get in the season. But that said, it's a really big year for Mike Groh. I hope he grows. Vinny Curry, what a move by Vinny Curry! Wow. Again, there's a lot of negative runs by this defense this year. It's going to be probably a top 5, if not the top, rushing defense in the league, and they really got to get back to that. Last year, they lost that identity. They really did. I mean, I know there was a lot of injuries along that front, a lot of injuries in total, period, but in 2017, they were averaging maybe 80-something yards per game for rushing. That was insane. They really need to get back to that. Look at that push by Vinny Curry. Vinny Curry's come to play. Vinny Curry just he had that tackle all the way in the other side of the end zone. I got another beer. Cheers. Nate Jerry making a nice play. Yeah, Breeze. Eric said it himself. Earl Thomas, the safety that every Cowboys fan wanted. Every Cowboys fan. You talked to them and they didn't want him, they were lying to you. Every Cowboys fan was so convinced. He told Jason Garrett, come get me. He's going to be a Cowboy. He's going to be a Cowboy. And he did not go to Cowboys. He went to the Ravens. And he called Carson Wentz elite. I believe it was around that he said that there's very few quarterbacks that you could say are elite, and Wentz is one of them. Hold on, my parents' dog is crying because he doesn't like the stairs. Max, go ahead.
He's so. Go. Let's go. Go upstairs. Go. Macy, come on. Let's go. Macy, come on. Go.
All right, sorry about that. Eric, I don't think that's bold. I think it's gonna happen. It's just I don't think it's that bold, because he played a full season as a rookie. I know he got hurt in the preseason that year, but he played a full season as a rookie. Last year he's on his way to a full season until a freak accident. Mark Barron dives at his knees as Wentz is diving into the end zone. Anybody that could have happened to anybody. It's not because Wentz is injury prone. Last year he probably came back a little too early, and he was overcompensating. When you have when you have an injury like that on your leg, you're walking a different way than you usually do. Your back is gonna get all messed up. That's what happened with him. But Eric, no, it's my parents' dog is a Shih Tzu. He's very tiny. As you saw, I brought him up here. He hates us going up the stairs. He goes down them. But my dog just looks at him like, what's the problem, bro? There's Green Goblin. You see his hair. Yeah, Ernest, I really like. He came back week 3, I believe, against the Colts. As much as I love Foles, I think he would have been serviceable for the next couple games. Should let him sit a little longer. But can't dwell on the past. That's it for Cody Kessler. And it's Josh McCown time. Looks like Thorson's going to have the whole second half. Going to have 30 minutes to play that song. Oh, man. But yeah, look at that. Josh McCown, number 18, 18th season. 11 teams. Wow. 11 teams. Oh, those moves by Clement. Clement really showing he's healthy. Ernest, I don't think he should have sat out last year. If he was healthy, he could have came back. I know everybody's saying that he's healthy. He obviously wasn't healthy. But at the same time, Wentz wasn't healthy, and he still threw 21 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Imagine this year when he's healthy. The sky's the limit for him. Oh, and now Josh McCown's showing the rust. Josh McCown is showing the rust. I'm not sure if that was more on the center. Is that Kelsey? That was more on Kelsey. I mean, again, new center, new quarterback. Those things happen. Braden, no, Wentz is not playing today. It's a nice play by the DB. It was a forward pass. Nice play by the DB. So Josh McCown's first drive isn't really that eventful. But Harley, the starting linebackers were Jerry, Fort, and Brown. They came out with a straight 4-3 package. No nickel or dime to start. Mr. Steel Leg, Cameron Johnston. All right, so pretty uneventful first quarter so far. With it's 3-0, but Justin Tucker with a 49-yard field goal. Really nothing great so far. Has anybody stood out for you Anybody out there? Besides Big V, Big V has shown that he might be starting on someone else's line sometime soon. But anybody stood out for you so far? Line, finally, that was a good one. That's a nice play by McSorley. Oh no. McLeod comes in and gets him. That's good. To Boykin. Boykin's good. Boykin's a good receiver. Everybody really high on him. Yeah, Sewell. Yeah, Sewell really didn't plant his feet well. He didn't square up, and then he takes out Jenkins. It was not a very good look for him, but again, that's not his MO. Sewell makes those plays 9 times out of 10. That was that one time there. But Trace McSorley is really showing some nice moves, and it looks like the Ravens are looking at a whole dynamic offense, because you see Lamar Jackson's their starter, and they've made sure they got a backup that really kind of suits their offense with Lamar Jackson. Trace McSorley, you saw on the read option before, he can run, and those you Penn State fans, you know he can run too, but Harley, I also think with Sendejo, I think it's going to be Cyprian too. Cyprian is a poor man's Landon Johnson. Landon Collins. You know, Landon Collins, everybody wants to say he's a safety. He's a linebacker playing safety. But that was Cyprian too. Cyprian had 3 straight years of over 100 tackles. And he's probably going to be that guy here. Put him in and let Jenkins stay in the outfield. Let him stay as a ball hawk instead of coming into the box all the time. Nice pursuit. Very good pursuit. Of course, it's Malcolm Jenkins. Who else? JD, I don't know, man. It's with that trade that they made today. Nice play by McCown. Really showing that his knee's healthy. But anyways, JD, writing might be on the wall for Cyprian. I mean, you know, with that trade today, they sent Bruce Hector out to the Cardinals for Rudy Ford, safety. So I mean, it's probably depth for depth, but you know, again, when you're trading, when you see a trade for a certain position, when you trade for a certain position, and you look at who's already there at the position, you kind of wonder, why are they targeting that position? Who do they see that they don't really like right now? Infante Maddox sighting here. I mean, Lyon, I don't think he replaced him either, but at the same time, why are they trading for a safety when they've got Jenkins, they've got McLeod, they've got Cyprian, they got Sendejo. You know, it's mind-boggling. Those of you who can get the reference earns brownie points. Right, Sullivan, yep. Really mind-boggling. All right, so commercial. Feel free to go get a beer. Feel free to ask me any questions about myself, about our podcast, about the game. Feel free. I'm here. Yeah, Dylan. Well, oh, yeah, of course. Let me. I'll tell you right now. So, thank you for reminding me, Dylan. We'll do 2 different giveaways. 2. Um, so, first giveaway, like every other week, if you can correctly predict who scores the first touchdown, what quarter it is, and the first quarter's come and gone, no one scored. So we'll get you a T-shirt. Who scores a touchdown, which quarter, you get a T-shirt. Second giveaway. Oh, now my TV's even more delayed now because my TV didn't think I was still watching. I had to press continue. Hold on, let's reload it here. Oh, what the hell is going on? All right, so here's the second giveaway. On our podcast, on Flipping the Birds, on our podcast, we mentioned that Josh McCown and Alshon Jeffrey, they're reunited. Alshon Jeffrey came into the league in 2012. McCown was with the Bears from 2011 to 2013. So he was with Alshon in 2012, 2013. Alshon Jeffrey had a career year in 2013 with the Bears, 1,421 yards. Josh McCown was his quarterback. However, let's look this, and it's good. It's a 6-0 game. Let me change that up. So, getting back to that. Josh McCown was his quarterback in 2013. Alshon Jeffrey had a career year of 1,421 yards. However, Josh McCown was his quarterback for only 8 games. 5 starts. 8 games. So how many of Alshon Jeffrey's yards that year were from Josh McCown? The top two people, without going over the number, will get a T-shirt. Price is Right rules. I love that show. Price is Right rules. Can't go over. So again, Josh McCown played in 8 games, 5 starts during Alshon Jeffrey's career year. How many of Alshon Jeffrey's yards came from Josh McCown that year? All right, so Ravens defense pitching a shutout right now. I'm sorry for all this yawning. I'm always tired. Always tired. That's what happens when you're a teacher. And no, I didn't have the summer off. No. I'm a big fan that you are all answering here, but it's a Twitter question. But here's what we're gonna do. If you don't have Twitter, if you do have Twitter, follow us, mention us in your answer, and it'll be answered through there. If you're not following us, if you don't have Twitter, email us. PhillySportsNetwork@gmail.com. Email us your answer. Because here, we're opening this up till Sunday, so we're not going to be able to track your guesses from here until Sunday. But the touchdown one, obviously, we can track here. That's different. Josh McCown still in. It's a 2-yard run by Clement. Let me check my phone. I'll also check my fantasy team. I do fantasy baseball. It's terrible. Josh McCown. Hard to see quickly how. Thank you, Jordy. I just saw your tweet, Jordy. Thank you for entering. 1,000 yards in 8 games. That's nuts. I mean, he did have 1,800 yards that year. But you see that? That's a terrible stat. 41 points last year in the first quarter. 0 today. Oh. Josh McCown showing a lot of rust today. It's going to be the Clayton Thorson show soon? Am I going to have to play that damn song? Chi-Chi, if I put a mirror behind me, you would see the bald spot on the back of my head, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Nathan, I don't get it. You know, they show the replay for everything else, but they show replay on every play. Show what happened. Oh, Jordy, don't do that. Not a good day for special teams guys today. Both of their scoring drives are from good returns. Yeah, Jordy, I'm telling you, man. Today I was doing work in my upcoming daughter's nursery, and I'm sawing something, and I'm just doing dun dun dun. And I'm like, I was about to saw off my head. That's a little too graphic, sorry, but it's one of those things that you hear it for the first time, it sticks with you. It's like that damn shark song, Baby Shark. If none of you have kids or not an elementary teacher like me, you don't know that song. It's a rough song. Or the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song. Nathan, on those 2 throws, it looked like the first one of JJ was overthrown a little too high, and then the last one to Perkins was behind him. Yeah, Jordy, when I don't have use of the gym in my school, there'll be times where I have to go into a classroom and do my phys ed classes with kindergartners in class. You can only do so much in a classroom, so I'll have to play that song for them, and it's just in my head. Eric, it should be the Bears. Because I think they still have, 7 kickers on their roster right now, and they don't know which one they want. You see that Wawa commercial for the Philadelphia Eagles. Traitors. Going to the Ravens. Traitors. But I'm a big Sheets guy. Might lose followers for that. Big Sheets guy. is that Hall? DeAndre Hall, he does not look good. He got turned around so fast on that. And Nathan, to your point, look, they're getting a replay right now, and we didn't get one. DeAndre Hall and LJ4, they ran right into each other, but DeAndre Hall, he turned around way too quick on that, way too good. Dylan, my current favorite or all-time favorite? Christopher, what's pathetic? A nice name. I like your name. Dylan, my current favorite is Fletcher Cox. And it's kind of weird because I've always idolized players. A nice, big first down there. I've always idolized players. Obviously, as fans, we all idolize players. But we're at that age. Like, I'm 30. I just turned 30 in March. We're idolizing players that are at the same age as us or younger. It's kind of weird, but it's where we're at now. Fletcher Cox. Christopher, I'm sorry. Since I've seen you in the chat the last couple weeks. I'm the PSN writer, Chris Infante. Liam is on vacation right now, so I've just taken over today. While Liam's on vacation, much deserved vacation. So unfortunately, you have to see this. Sorry, but I like your name, man. Get TJ Edwards in there, which I saw a few people today say that TJ Edwards may be on the Jets if he gets cut, because Jets are getting thin at linebacker. That's a incomplete pass. I know, Christopher, you're just kidding. Everybody's like, oh, where's Liam? Where's LJ? Who's this guy? Work on your accent. Where's your hair? You're not as good looking. Oh well. Hey Xavier, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Xavier. Nice to have you here. There's everybody's new favorite defensive end, Deshaun Hall, Josh Sweat. Can't let that happen. Chase McSorley is showing his wheels. That's definitely gonna be reviewed. Ooh. That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be. Yeah, Brian, I think you're delayed a little bit there. Hey Xavier, let us know what your Twitter handle is. We'll follow you. Hopefully you can follow us back. We're all for integrating each other here. Integrate. My TV just went black. Everybody's TV go black. Oh, there it is. There we go. I have to reset my phone. Looks like it's a touchdown. Definitely touchdown. Eric, it looks like you got over. Looks like you got over the line there before it came out. How about that? How about while we wait for this? What's everybody's season prediction? Brian and I both have 13-3. Oh, Dre, you're a Ravens fan. Forgot about that. Oh, Xavier with the undefeated season. Oh. Sorry, Eric. Oh, oh boy. There we go. There we go. Yeah, X. I'll call you X. You're X now. So let's see. Jean. 11-5. Eric says that's the score, not prediction. Marks agrees with a 13-3. Benny's Kitchen says 7-9. Big Sadie. Sorry, but this we cannot do that because we get sued and dropped off and kicked out. So no, it is illegal. Sorry. Dylan, I think Goddard gets a little shy of that. There's just so many people to get those yards. I think our leading receiver will be Deshaun Jackson with 900. Jeffrey about 8 something. Ertz about 8 something. I don't think he cracks 1,000 yards this year. Just there's so many weapons. Aguilar around 600 to 700. Goddard maybe 500. Arcega-Whiteside 300. It's a lot of weapons. McCown's going back. No worries, Sadie. A lot of people ask about that. A lot of people look at me and go, "Oh, that's not the Eagles," and then they turn it off. But we appreciate you sticking around with us, and we really appreciate it. My favorite all time for the Eagles is Brian Dawkins by far, but my favorite right now is Fletcher Cox. I do have a few years ago, my wife and I try to go to MetLife for Eagles Giants every year, because we live 45 minutes away from MetLife. And a couple years ago, I was the only one wearing a Fletcher Cox jersey, and I went down to the side when they were all leaving, and he handed me his glove. I still have it here. Gotta get it signed soon. Josh McCown's really. It's gonna be a rough division. The Browns are really good. The Steelers are always good. Ravens. I mean, I don't think any less than 10 wins for the Ravens, but might be wild card for them at 10 wins. You might have 3 teams coming out of the division for the playoffs. Browns, Steelers, and Ravens. Nice grab by Hollins in traffic, but really doesn't go anywhere. Dylan, no, this is my first time. I hope my first time is good for you. You're all my first time. Nice grab by Perkins, but still, McCown is really, really. I mean, again, it's his first time, first game. He's been really not doing much this year because of retirement and getting ready for ESPN jobs. But yeah, it's AFC is going to be really loaded. I mean, look at the AFC East. Patriots are going to win, but Bills and Jets, they can make noise. Um, AFC South, that's a toss up too. I mean, if Andrew Luck is healthy, but which is another story for with people always saying stuff about Wentz being injured all the time, and they don't say the same thing about Luck. But if Luck's healthy, it's between them and the Texans. Titans aren't going anywhere. And I can't remember who the other team in that division is. You look at the AFC West, Chargers, Chiefs, really good. Raiders are terrible. And again, I'm blanking on the AFC teams, but there's really a lot of teams in the AFC who can go for those wild card spots. But you might see a drop off. You're right. You might see a drop off with the Steelers because it's a whole year of James Conner for people to game plan for him. You're missing Antonio Brown, so Juju is going to have a lot of more double teams. They lost a great linebacker in LJ Fort. But yeah, but the top 2 to me would probably be Browns, Ravens, just because I'm a big Baker Mayfield fan. Before I even knew who Carson Wentz was, when I was watching Baker Mayfield, I'm not an Oklahoma fan. I'm just a football fan for college, and I just watch everyone. Back when Baker was at Oklahoma, I was just watching him play before we got Wentz. This is completely before we got Wentz. I was like, man, he'll be great for the Eagles. And obviously he stayed in college, and then we got Wentz, and I'm happy with Wentz. I'm so happy with Wentz. But Baker, when he went to the Browns, that day he's going to make them a winner. He's absolutely going to make them a winner. Now they got Odell, Diva. Now they got Landry. They picked up wife beater Kareem Hunt. They still got Nick Chubb. They have a great defense. It's just about chemistry at this point. They have all the talent, but there's about chemistry. No. 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 I love Nick Foles. I'm sure, just like every other Eagles fan, we're so grateful for what he did for us. Carson Wentz is more talented, and the Eagles will have multiple Super Bowls with Carson Wentz. 100%. I'm not gonna get into it. Hey, Stinger. See ya, X. Hawkins is not having a good preseason. It really isn't. This is the game you're really gonna see people who's gonna get cut. It's gonna be Hawkins. Looks like. Excuse me, DeAndre Hall, not Deshaun Hall. DeAndre Hall. Eric, Cody Kessler. Eric, this is Ithaca, Muddy Earth, Mother Earth. Instead of Mother? It's an IPA, double IPA. My wife went up to the Finger Lakes last weekend, and she brought it down for me. Brian, Ridgeway looks like he's been okay. Oh, nice spin move. Wow. That was a really nice spin move. And his helmet comes off. Yeah, like it's a real shame about Skandrick. He shouldn't. I mean, obviously we all hated him when he was on the Cowboys, but when he's on the Cowboys, he's pretty good. Shows some promise. But yeah, looks like the corners are gonna be unless Mills really doesn't improve health wise, and they put him on the IR to designation to come back. You're looking at Mills, Darby, Jones, Douglas, Maddox as the top 5 corners, with LeBlanc when he comes back. And Skandrick, there's really no room. Oh, deep ball. What a nice. Wow. Wow. Not a good look. Not a good day for the secondary. Not a good day for. And yeah, Eric McKinnon looked like he was stride for stride with him. Just McSorley put him at the right spot. McSorley put it in the right spot for Floyd. That wasn't really a bad job by McKinnon. All right, let's wait. They're going for 2. Let's say. So it's 19. Now look. I mean, the defensive line looks like it's getting good push. It's just the corners. They're not looking good at all. Eric, I just saw your tweet. Wolf Pup. It's a good spot. Good thing. Good pick. All right, let me pay attention again. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see Lamar Jackson. Oh, I'm not gonna draft him in fantasy just in case he gets hurt, but he's gonna be really dynamic. Him and Kyler Murray. Jordy, not sure if we can swing that tonight, but we are Brian and I. We might, since we, since we live so close to MetLife, and Eagles face the Jets next week at MetLife, and tickets are like $15 for end zone tickets because it's the fourth preseason game, and who knows who's gonna play that game. We might be at that game. So we might actually record our podcast, our sixth podcast, from that game next week. It just depends on funds. But we'll see. What a snag by Greg Ward. Nice. Really, really trying to get that fifth wide receiver spot down. What a story. Quarterback to wide receiver took him a few years to get into wide receiver mold. Look, he's really looking good this season. Yeah, Jordy, I'm trying to go up there because I have a lot of friends up there up in Bills country. My wife's due the next month, so I'm not sure. Clement getting a lot of work this half, a lot of work. But yeah, my wife's due at the end of November, so an end of October trip to Buffalo may be out of the cards for me. Nice blitz pickup by Clement. Nice catch. Who's that? What? Agadosi. Thank you, Eric. Agadosi. Let's see. That's a catch. It's a catch. I haven't seen any Michelle, any Market Michelle. So, that's a really nice catch. That is a catch. Has to, yeah, official review. Nice break. So yeah, but to answer Anthony's statement, not getting political, not getting anything like that. Kaepernick, I don't see him signing anywhere anytime soon, as a backup, as a starter, as anything. He's and you know, I hear the arguments. He's been training 5:30 a.m. every day. There's a difference between training in the gym and then training on the field. People were yeah, but with Vic, the thing with Vic is there's really no way to put it, but I'll get really political. You know, Vic situation. Vic's situation is different. Obviously, he was caught up in a terrible thing. Terrible. But, you know, Kaepernick's situation is he's actively doing something on the field, you know, while things are going on. So the TV is always going to be on him. It's going to be on him. It's going to be on him. Vic, on the other hand, he served his time, and then he came into the league, and he was quiet. The only loud part of him was his game. Kaepernick, it would be a Tebow situation. When Tebow went to the Jets, went to the Eagles, not the Steelers, Broncos, the camera was always on him because of his prayer and all that stuff. As wrong as it would be, as wrong as that, you know, to criticize someone for their religious beliefs is, this is what people were doing. They were the TV was on him. And yes, people petition Vic. I know. You know, people petition anything these days. But you know, Tebow, the camera was always on him because it's Tebow. Kaepernick comes in here, the camera's on him. Camera's on him. Camera's on him. During the game, while he's on the sideline, while Wentz is out on offense, you know the camera's going to pan to Kaepernick. But at the same time, Kaepernick has not been in a game since 2016. He hasn't read a defense since 2016. McCown, yes, he was retired, and everybody wants to say, well, why are you going to sign a retired guy instead of Kaepernick? He just played last year. So, you know, that's it. That's all I'm talking about. I'm really surprised Arcega-Whiteside is still playing. No problem, Anthony. Listen, like everyone here at Philly Sports Network, we're here. We give good conversation. You know, we don't like stirring up controversy or anything. We you give us good conversation, we give it back. That's not the fridge line. That's actually my water cooler. We do a water cooler because we have very hard water here, so we don't drink from the faucet. So we bought a water cooler with Poland Spring. Maybe we'll put McCown in the backfield. How about that? Some Wentz to McCown, handing off to McCown. How about that? 2-minute warning. All right. It's a good idea, Deuce. Deuce or Duke? Like Deuce or Duke Blue Devils? So, where's everybody from? Like I said, I'm in New Jersey. I'm in northern New Jersey. About Duck. Oh, Duck. Okay. I'm about 45 minutes from New York City, where I live. 50, maybe. Benny, my wife and I went to Baltimore when we were dating. I want to say 2015, maybe, to see Louis C.K. down, and then we stayed at we went to the Inner Harbor. It was beautiful down there, really beautiful. We went to that restaurant Dick's, the one that they make fun of you. We got Mexico here. All right. Jacksonville, nice. Jacksonville, Nebraska, wow. Scotland, nice. South Philly. JD, my wife and I, we went to Cabo a couple years ago, and on our way home, we stayed over in Fort Worth, and on the layover, we stayed in Fort Worth for the night, and that's probably the best barbecue I've ever had. Jordy, you ever been to? I'm sure you have. Turning Stone. Virginia. Yeah, Turning Stone's a nice spot. Josh McCown, 7 for 10 for 59 yards. Jalen, LJ's on vacation right now, so I took a spot for tonight. I'm Chris. I'm one of the Eagles writers, lead Eagles writer with Brian Cameron. We're also the hosts of Flipping the Birds. This is us here. We're the hosts of Flipping the Birds. That's our Twitters. So everyone, please follow us. Thank you. JD, I have no idea. I don't remember. We got in really late, around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I forget what day it was, but it was like the only one open in the area, and it was really good. Greg Ward, nice hands. Yeah, with Lion. Wiz is done. I wrote in an article last week. I did a stock up, stock down from the last preseason game. Wisniewski, he's not. I really like him as a person, but oh, thank you, Brittany. Thank you. Not as good looking as LJ. Um, Thank you, Dylan. We really appreciate it. We to be, I know I'm being completely biased, but we have a really good podcast. Jake Elliott misses. Great. Oh, Anthony, you and JD, Fort Worth. But I made sure before we left from Fort Worth to come home, we stopped by AT&T Stadium, and I gave the old flipping the birds to the stadium before I left. Oh, hi, Kyrie. Yeah, this is what's going on. So it looks like whoever guessed second quarter is wrong. And here we go. We can extend the contest again. Who's gonna score our first touchdown and when? Yeah, seriously. On my first ever stream, they welcome me with a donut. I mean, I'll take a donut. I would love donuts, but not this kind of donut. One minute left. Who? What's gonna be the halftime score? Look at Deshaun Hall. Philly special. Thank you for your kind words before I saw it. Thank you. But look at Deshaun Hall. Look at this guy. Oh, Daryl. At this point, I hope it does because that means we scored. But at the same time, oh my God. Dylan, we record Sunday nights around 6:30, and then we put it out Monday morning, so everybody has it out for like the Monday morning rush hour to work to listen to. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spreaker, we're on YouTube. We've had 4 episodes so far. This Sunday will be 5, and the response by everyone has been crazy. It's been fantastic. That's definitely offensive pass interference, right? Thank you, Duck. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Yeah, LJ, you put me with a 0. Look what you did, LJ. You leave, you put me on, and this is what they do. Thanks a lot, man. I mean, on the bright side, I haven't had to play that damn song. Oh, you mean Ford, the Motor Trend truck car of the year? Or is that Chevy? No, it's Ford. Since I'm a man, since I'm a man of the people, a man of the people.
Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson.
All right, everybody happy now? McSorley's got a nice arm. No problem at all. No problem. JD, I really like Jake Elliott. It's got a little bit of accuracy issues. So if he's beyond 50, he's really accurate. He's one of the more accurate kickers in the league beyond 50. It's just when he gets a little closer, he's not that great. Which is really weird. No, Brian. No. Only if he scores. Brian, you can't boss me around. You're just my co-host. My hands. This is my hands. Harley, you really want that to be a ringtone? You really want to be standing in an elevator and someone calls you. And all of a sudden everybody in the elevator is just looking at you like... And then they just hit the emergency button and the doors open and they all run out. Yeah, Jordan. My wife is a bartender on a boat during the summer. She teaches during the year too, but on the summer she's a bartender on a boat. So in September, during that Giants Eagles games, they had a Eagles Giants stream party on a boat where she bartended. So I went on the boat with my Eagles gear on. I was like one of like 3 Eagles fans on the boat with like 50 other Giants fans. And the dejection, the utter dejection they all had after that kick was fantastic. Nathan, I actually think they both make the team. Because you look at defensive end position, you got Graham, Curry, Barnett, Hall, Sweat, Miller. I think we got 6. All they know, Thorson will be in the second half. Oh, he almost ripped off his head. Oh boy. And Brian, it's about to be halftime. I'm about to step away from the computer, so I don't see this bullying. I don't see this this poor bad influences. Duck, I don't see the thing with the Eagles. They rotate so much that I do think they get six. They do six on defense with four running backs. Cornerback, it's probably unless Mills. If Mills starts on the roster, I'm gonna say Mills starts on the roster. Mills, Jones, Darby, Douglas, Maddox. That's 5. LeBlanc comes in the end of the year, like towards the middle of the year. Wow. Is that Sullivan again? Oof. That's McKinnon. Oh, there's another cut. All right, let me go. Let me go change the score. Now it's a 26-0 game. So I feel like I'm not going to be able to do a stock up article after this game. I'll be able to do a stock down. Oh man, it's gonna be all stock down article. Kessler, all the DPs pretty much. McKinnon, DeAndre Hall. Market Michelle, because he hasn't really played. Wisniewski again. He hasn't been very, very good either. Dylan, to answer your question from before, not sure what we're doing for halftime. I don't know if LJ is calling in hammered or I don't know. I do know I'll give you the first couple minutes. I'm gonna put it on that intro music again. I'm gonna run and take a potty break. Get another beer. And then I'll be back to answer. Maybe we can answer some questions. Brian, in case you didn't see, I put the question out here and I gave them till Sunday toward our record time to answer the question. One second left until halftime. And McCown is in the victory formation. And there's halftime. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the first half. It's been great. Feel free to leave me any tips or reviews. This is Yelp. Let this time to be Yelp. Yelp reviews. Hope you give me a 5-star. Oh, LJ's here. So it's P break. I'll be back in a little bit. See you guys in a minute.
Only soul that has no helper above. Maybe I'm just alone. I trust my gut, but I've never let it go. So far now I wanna know what you thought you had done when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems like I'm caught every time you remind me you're change my life. There seems no time for respite. Maybe you should just go. I changed my ways, but I never thought I'd find no time to hide in my mind. In the hope you would stay. When you allow me to be all the things that I'm not, well it seems that I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. My crimes are left here to remind, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. So burn it to the ground. So burn it to the ground. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. My crimes are left here to remind, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. So burn it to the ground. So burn it to the ground. I am the last, the one and only soul that has no helper at all. Maybe I'm just alone. I trust my gut, but I've never let it go. So far now I wanna know what you thought you had done when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems like I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. My crimes are left here to remind, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. So burn it to the ground. I lost the course, I'd like to change my life. There seems no time for respite. Maybe you should just go. I changed my ways, but I never thought I'd find no time to hide in my mind. In the hope you would stay. When you allow me to be all the things that I'm not, well it seems that I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again. My crimes are left here to remind, to burn it to the ground, so we can start again.
Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da.
And we're back. So I had to make. I've been back. Obviously, the Clayton Thorson song was on because I played it. And everybody keeps asking for it. Peer pressure. Yeah, it was not LJ who did that. It was me. Sorry. I had to make sure I got my cookie and my beer. I was just streaming me eating a cookie. Lion, the D, it's really just, the starters have made plays. Jenkins have made plays. Vinny Curry has been making plays. It's just, it's those backup guys, it's been all around game where you know who you're going to cut after today. It's really what this game has been. Yeah, Dre, listen, Dre. Your defense this year is going to be legit. Your defense is going to be very good. The Ravens have always had a really good defense. I didn't think they'd be putting up a 0 today, but they're going to have a really good defense. Let's see. Let's scroll up. Reese, really haven't heard any bad things about Mailata today. I really like Mailata. I just want to see him at fullback or even defensive end. I think he'd be really good defensive end. I have the rest of my cookie. Duck, I would hope they're trying hard to make the team. It just doesn't look like they are. Alright, my cookie's done. Sorry. John, thank you for your kind words. Jordy, thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it. Like, listen, I'm very appreciative that Liam has trusted me to do this. I'm on here. I'm on here with you guys the last couple weeks in the chat, interacting with you guys in the chat. And when Liam was worried about this, I thought, the least I can do is just try my best to do this for him. So it's been fun. Eric, you missed me eating a cookie. Who the fuck is this guy? Eric, I have a new beer. Look how nice this label is. Look at this. Nice. That's nice and pretty. It's Liam. You don't recognize me? Sorry, I just picked my teeth on live camera. I keep forgetting I'm live. This is one of those things that when my daughter is born, I'm going to tell her. I live streamed with hundreds of people. Chatted with hundreds of people. Your dad is a superstar. Oh, Eric, come on. This is my third. Come on. I say that like it's a lot. College me would be very disappointed in me right now. Hardly. It's like the bald spot's like this big. Just when I was in fifth grade, I fell down the stairs and busted my head open. Michael, Trace looked really good for you guys. He's looked really good for you guys. It's really, he's been picking us apart. I don't know. He's starting the second half too. Is he getting the whole game? Reese, you can't start day drinking if you don't start during the day. Oh, hold on a minute. I gotta. Oh, don't say that, Rockham. Please, I live in Jersey. I live in New Jersey. I hate that show. All right, so everyone, I forgot to mention this before. Um, I forgot to mention this before. So Brian and I, on Flipping the Birds, we're trying to get a hashtag going. We're trying to get a chant going for Andre Dillard. You remember when the Super Bowl run? It was dilly dilly, dilly dilly, dilly dilly, the Bud Light commercials. And Andre Dillard's been killing it in practices. He's been killing people in practices. How about we do? Look at the chat. Look at Brian. Hashtag Dilly Dillard. Let's get that going. Let's get that trending. It's we made this. This is ours. This is a PSN exclusive. We want to share it with you guys. Dilly Dillard. Get hashtag Dilly Dillard. Every time Andre Dillard makes a play, every time he makes a pancake, every time he just runs someone into the ground. Dilly Dillard. Dilly Dillard. Dilly Dillard. Dilly Dillard. Jordy, we're thinking of doing a shirt with that. Dilly Dillard. Let's get it popular. I mean, PSN is already pretty popular. If some of you don't know, our own Eric Reese, who you see in the chat, went to the Philadelphia Soul game. He's been covering the Philadelphia Soul all season, and Philadelphia Sixers player Mike Scott, the one and only Mike Scott, went to the game, and Eric took a picture with him with a Hive shirt. And I drew that logo. If you look down below on the YouTube channel and you look at all the shirts and you see the Hive, you see the Mike Scott Hive shirt, I drew that, and it's his now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Jordy, we're thinking of putting that on a shirt. We're thinking of putting Dilly Dillard on a shirt. We're thinking of doing specific female shirts. We might get some specific female shirts out there. We have a lot of things in the works now. We're really expanding. We're really getting. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from the fans. What kind of stuff you're looking for? Because we want to do it. We are, unlike a lot of other media outlets for the Eagles, that you tweet at them, you message them, whatever, and they don't get back to you. We try and get back to everyone. We really do. And we wanna give back to you guys. We were all fans to start. We're not. This is a hobby. We all have day jobs, except for Liam. This is his day job, but we all have day jobs. We do this on the side. We do this because we love the Eagles just like all of you. So we want to do stuff for the fans. Oh, the demand. Supply and demand. Reese, you're all in Australia right now? McCown's continuing to prove that he's alive. What do you mean, Dylan? What do you mean? What's my next move? My next move is to go to bed after this. Us teachers, our bedtime is pretty early. You guys are taking me way past my bedtime. Oh. Not a bad throw or just not the right route? I am an elementary phys ed teacher. Kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. I used to teach pre-K, kindergarten, first, second, third, and fourth. But then I switched districts. And in the summertime, I am a summer camp director. And yes, and on my spare time, I teach Brian about good beer. Duck, what's going on there is they heard the Eagles like backups with pretty big packages, so they wanted to see if McCown fit the bill, or if he lived up to expectations. Oh, Harley. Harley. That was a very clean hit. That is a textbook tackle. I mean, Kyrie, I think at 9:30, it's after dark now, so we can talk about whatever we want now. Just hope LJ's not in here. It's like it's gonna get to that like HBO or that Showtime. Once it hit 11 or 12 o'clock at night, after dark. That's when like Taxi Cab Confessions came on. Not that I know anything about that show. Why is Arcega-Whiteside still playing? I love the guy. He has nothing to prove. He's on the team. Put him in harm's way at this point. Where's Mark and Michelle? Give him some run. Oh. All right, guys, quick. Let's go. Who's getting the touchdown? First one to pick the right person gets that T-shirt. Who's getting? All right, we're gonna start right now. Who's getting the touchdown? So, Duck, your JJ is not in. You guys say it again. So, starting right now, who's getting the touchdown? So if it's JJ, it's Jordy's. If it's JJ, it's Jordy's. How about we do a tiebreaker? Let's see. On what down? On what down would it be? I'm on delay, so I can't look at the chat. Nice throw and catch. Nice. All right, Jordy, you win. Congratulations. So email phillysportsnetwork@gmail.com and Liam will set you up. All right? Yeah, Benny, you were right. A lot of people were right. So we take the first person. Take the first person. Can't be giving everybody a T-shirt at once. Jeremy, he's on vacation. He's in London right now. He doesn't live in London. He's on vacation in London right now with his buddies. So I took over for him. Hey, Brian, what do you think? Like I told you, I was going to shape up. What do you think? Did I do it okay? Did I get the edges? I'm everybody's twin. I look like everybody. So like Brian just said, flipping the birds. Flipping the birds trivia. So let me say it again for those of you who are just joining us. LJ, I know you don't know what baseball is because over there's no baseball, but it's not homer runs. It's home runs. Like I was saying. So, those of you just joining us, flipping the birds. LJ had a beer. He had a beer, everyone. So the flipping the birds trivia again for the third time. For those of you who are just joining us, our question is, since Alshon Jeffrey and Josh McCown are reunited, because Alshon Jeffrey, he was with the Bears, obviously. He started there in 2012. Josh McCown was with the Bears for 3 years, from 2011 to 2013. Alshon Jeffrey's career year was 1,421 yards in 2013. Josh McCown was the quarterback. However, Josh McCown was quarterback only for 8 games, 5 starts. So out of Alshon Jeffrey's 1,421 yards receiving that year, how many were from Josh McCown? How many of Alshon Jeffrey's career high 1,421 yards were from Josh McCown? The closest one without going over will get a t-shirt. We're taking 2 winners. So, but here's how you're going to enter. You're not going to enter here in the chat. You're going to tweet at us your answer. If you don't have Twitter, you're going to email phillysportsnetwork@gmail.com. If you don't know our Twitter, here you go. This is us on Twitter, if you're not sure. So tweet at us. Tweet at either me, Brian, or the Flippin' Birds podcast. And there you go. Look at Brian's beard. Look at my beard. Got some good beards. What's going on? Mine's a little shorter than that picture. That picture was back in September. That's I was up in Binghamton, New York. Jordy knows where that is. I was up in Binghamton, New York. But yeah, we're taking 2 winners. Brian, we gotta take 2 winners. We're at 414 followers. We gotta pick 2 winners. So yeah. All right, let me do this again. Brian is at 99 followers. Who's going to be his 100th? Who is going to be his 100th follower? Who's going to do it? Get Brian his 100th follower. I'm at 330, so I can't ask for anything. I can't ask for 70 followers right now. But 100 followers for Brian. You see his handle right there. Get him up to 100. Eric, you're just following him now? Wow. What happened to our brand? Yeah, Jordy, Binghamton. My sister went to Binghamton, and one of my best friends lives in Binghamton. Not a very great area. There you go. Number 100. See, Brian, this is why I'm here, to build us up. Build our brand. Jeremy, it's phillysportsnetwork@gmail.com. And Brian, I'm just bringing us up. Trying to build our brand, build Flippin' the Birds. Everyone see I don't even have to put the Twitter thing up, and you see it right there on the bottom next to Outside Insider Podcast. There you go, Eric Reese, PSN. Eric, my Twitter's right here. I put it up. But thank you anyway. Jeremy, I'm gonna type it out. Ready? I'm gonna type it out. I'm gonna go Philly. Oh shit. There you go. I just typed it out for you. Yeah, it's true. For those of you that don't know, I'm not a 4-for-4 person. I'm not a Philly 4-for-4 person. I'm just Eagles. I can't be a Philly 4. I was, listen, here, ready for my life story. Okay. Born and raised in the Bronx till I was 13 years old. Then I moved up to Rockland County, New York, which I'm sure a lot of you don't know where that is. And then I went to upstate New York for college, and I've always been an Eagles fan. I became an Eagles fan in 2000. My best friend at the time when I was living in the Bronx was a Rams fan, and at the Greatest Show on Turf, that's when the Eagles and Rams were in the NFC Championship game, and everyone was like, "Chris, you always pick what your friend picks. Why don't you do something different?" So at that time, I picked the Eagles. So since then, since 2000, I've been an Eagles fan. I stayed with them since then. Baseball. Born and raised in the Bronx. You know, those Bronx Bombers. I hate them. I'm a Red Sox fan. Jeremy, if you guessed the yards correctly or get close enough without going over, you get a T-shirt. But yes, I'm a Red Sox fan. Born in the Bronx, raised in the Bronx, always New York, so always got made fun of. Oh well. Basketball. Here's the thing. Growing up in the Bronx, it was worse if you were not a Knicks fan rather than not a Yankees fan. The Knicks were a way of life growing up in the Bronx. So, like, it's, you know, Allen Houston, John Starks, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, all the Charles Sprewell. It was us. Charlie Ward. But I was always a Kevin Garnett fan. And so I was a Timberwolves fan. When the Knicks hired Isaiah Thomas, and he just completely ruined the Knicks, I became more of a Timberwolves fan. Even when Garnett left. I liked Kevin Love, and then he left. Now I like Karl Anthony Towns. Hockey? I don't watch hockey. Sorry. I might lose followers now that I said I don't watch hockey. Oh, Brittany. Oh. That's... How about this? For the longest time, my National League team for baseball were the Giants. Because I loved Barry Bonds. I was a big Barry Bonds fan growing up. Big Barry Bonds fan. But I don't really have a National League team anymore. So, Phillies are my National League team. How about that? Phillies, National League team. I drafted Bryce Harper 4th overall in fantasy this year. It's been terrible. I'm in last place. But still, I still drafted him 4th overall. I reached for him. I'm not even watching the game anymore. It's 4th and 2. I know, Brittany. I know. Oh, Jordy, killing me. I'll type it. Nice throwing. Yeah, JJ. Go. Let's take JJ out the game. He has nothing left to prove. Dilly Dillard. Dilly Dillard. Thank you, Duck. I really appreciate that. Dilly Dillard. Look at him. Oh, Dilly. Dilly Dillard. Everybody, come on. Dilly Dillard. That's what I'm saying, Brian. Like, why is we still playing them? Oh, I'm so sorry. Look at that. He just manhandled him. Oh, Dilly Dillard. I know it was a hold. I get it. I know it was a hold, but still. Wow, not Perkins. Whew. Josh Adams. Yeah, Jordy, I'm the same way. I've been up for a while. Duck, I don't think I really don't think he makes the team. He has a lot of fumble problems. Just the way he carries the ball is very, very dangerous. It's like the way Josh Adams holds the ball. He's like all the way out here sometimes out here, and he could just poke it out. Is that Toth? No, it's Herbig. I was about to say Toth. Toth already play? Oh, Adams. See? Not very good hands. Not very good hands. Fumble problems. This is stuff that the coaches are really looking at. Can't do that. Right in his hand. Oh, god damn. Look at that stat. McCown really he's 16 for 21 now he's been playing a lot. Thorson. Where's Thorson? LJ's getting very sad over there. No Thorson. Can't play the song. See, Jordy, like I look at it this way. It's when you get to running back 4 or 5, it's what you can offer outside of and I can't look at the chat anymore because my TV's on delay, so I don't want to spoil it for myself. Nice ball. Yeah, nice touchdown. All right, let me switch it up. But like I was saying, it's really outside of like what can you offer that makes you stand out over the other guys. Howard and Sanders obviously won too. Flip flop them 1, 2. Sproles is going to be 3. But at 4 is going to be Clement. At 5, it's going to be. I really think it's going to be Boston Scott. Nice ball for McCown. That's a veteran throw. That's a big time veteran throw. Oh, that was. Never mind. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Uh-oh. Put 13 for now. Duck, it's special teams wise and running backs outside the top 3. There's really no running backs there that really play special teams. Scott can kick return. Put him at kick return. He did some kick returns tonight. Josh Adams is not a kick returner. When it's normal, is not a kick returner. Donald Pumphrey can be or a punt returner, but he's not there. So I think it's gonna be Boston Scott. Dylan, we haven't seen Mark and Michelle at all tonight. Not sure if he's played at all. Really haven't seen him, but it really speaks volumes for his place on the team, and it sucks because a lot of us at PSN were really high on him. It's another CFL player. No, Matthew, we cannot. Sorry. Oh, we got it. Really nice run by Josh Adams there. But at the same time, I hope you have a nice run with that lane that they gave him. Well, look at that lane. Colin, he looks like he's gonna have the chance to have an even smaller lead to come back. For him to be the Thors and in their side. Get it? Ellis making his case for tight end 3. I haven't seen Will Tye at all. Is Will Tye hurt? I've seen Perkins and Ellis. what a big hit. Collins actually going to be, since Sudfeld's out, maybe till week 4, week 5, maybe beyond because of McCown signing. It's going to be Wentz, McCown, and probably Sudfeld when he comes back. Thorson's definitely going to be in practice squad. The fear there is, and I'm sure it's LJ's fear as well, that if they try to put him on practice squad, that another team signs him. It's the same thing that the Eagles did with Sudfeld. Sudfeld was on the Redskins practice squad, and Eagles signed him. Since Sudfeld left, look at the QB carousel that's been on the Redskins. So, Thorson might end up on another team if they get on the practice squad. Maybe they carry 4 quarterbacks. I highly doubt they do. But maybe if they want to save Thorson, if they really like him, obviously they drafted him. Maybe they keep 4. With Singleton's eyes, he's ready. Singleton's eyes. Nice pursuit. TJ Edwards making plays. Did he go to UMD, Eric? I know. Did he go to UMD? Terps. Colin, he did cause the double doink, so I agree. Fun fact, I got into Maryland, University of Maryland. It was my first choice for journalism. I was actually going to go to Maryland for journalism, but their tuition was $40,000 a year. So I went to a state school in New York for a phys ed, and now I'm here. Mr. Sandman, they don't count towards the 53, but I think if they put him on IR, it would be the designation to return. There's Marco Michel right there in motion. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just miss the debut? Not the debut, but here's Clayton. Clayton's here. So if we're getting a comeback, I gotta get the song ready. It's great. It's a beautiful campus, Eric. Really beautiful campus. Not a bad game for McCown's first preseason game since last year. All right, one more quarter to go, guys. Duck, I listen, Duck. I have specific directions to follow. If I don't follow them, I'm probably gonna get fired. If Thorson scores somehow, throws a touchdown, rushes for a touchdown, whatever, receives a touchdown, I have to play this one. I have to. Mr. Sandman Liam's on vacation, so stuck with this. Yeah, Rory. Adams look okay this game, but I don't think this helps. It doesn't really make a difference for his stance on the team. I don't think he makes the team. What are you talking about, Dylan? What are you talking about, Dylan? Oh, just so everybody knows, the the description of today, it says Chris Infante brings you live commentary. It says commenrary of the Eagles' preseason clash against Jacksonville. That wasn't me. That was Liam. I started throwing my boss under the bus there. BH Ghost, no, we don't show the game because it's copyrights and we get kicked off. JD here, I'm gonna write down the. Oh nope, that's not it. There we go. The second one. Doug, that wasn't me. That wasn't. But it was just a simple mistake. That's all. Or he has not. He had a penalty this game, but he has not. And since you just got in tonight, we are starting a trend for Dillard. It's Dilly Dillard. Hashtag Dilly Dillard. Instead of Dilly Dilly, Dilly Dillard. Yeah, Chris Grates. Yeah, McSorley. Nice pursuit. That's right, Rory. I'm telling you guys, this is probably gonna be the lowest rated live stream PSN has had, because it's me, not LJ, and I'm not as established as LJ, but I'm having a great time with you guys. So thank you all. Oh shit, too. I don't know, Kyrie. I think it's me. I think the Eagles knew it was gonna be me tonight, and they were like, "No LJ, no scores. No LJ, no Thorson touchdowns." Look at CJ Edwards. He's making this team. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, it's a very slow game. Especially when the Ravens scored all 26 points in the first half and they haven't done anything since. It's weird. TJ Edwards, look, oh wow. That was a Carson Wentz move there. That move that spin move. Kyrie. You can't. Kyrie. Really? I blame Kyrie. I blame Kyrie. Oh. Okay. So, Kyrie Fisher, you see in the comments, led us to very low scoring, and also a lightning bolt ending the game. No, delay. Delay. Oh, all right. Wow. Oh, stop. All right. Mrs. Stanman, I live in New Jersey, so I'm a little ways away from Europe. Kyrie, there's so many fish in the sea. Wow, sea. Too many. Too many of these. Now this delay is going to push me my bedtime even further back. It's thundering right now by me. All right. This is fun, guys. All right, so since we're waiting for this game to come back, anybody have questions for me, for Eric, for anybody, for anything, Eric, Eagles wise, life wise, whatever? I mean, my wife grew up a Jets fan, but she taught in Philly, so she's an Eagles fan. But she's a Yankees fan, and I'm a Red Sox fan, so works. I will say though, we had a bet that if our firstborn was a boy, he'd be a Yankee fan. If our firstborn was a girl, she'd be a Red Sox fan. So I'm having a Red Sox fan. Dylan, I think to start the season, it's Jordan Howard, number one, and then Miles Sanders and Darius Rose. As the season progresses, you'll probably see more Sanders. It's just it's not the Eagles' MO to play rookies a lot. You saw that with Dallas Goedert last year. So of course on my first live stream there's a delay. That's right, Eric. There's only one New York team. Jordy, if I answer that question, I might not be liked anymore. No, but like Eric just said, it's everyone. It's really everyone. We have a really, really great group of people. Like before Liam let me join, I joined in I think this past December. I joined, and I'm not even here for a year. And the website that I was writing for before this, there were a lot of people, a lot of arrogance. The guy who ran it, very arrogant. Didn't really let us be us. He said strict rules. You can't write about this. You can't write about that. You can't act like this. You can't act like that. I was there for a year. I was there leading view getter for views. And when I left, their views plummeted because of the guy who ran it. Liam runs a great organization here. Liam lets us be us. He lets us write with our personalities. And it's great. Duck, I don't think Jeffrey gets cut or traded. I just don't think they re-sign Aguilar. Mrs. Sandman, you don't have to be a journalist. No, we're the only person here in PSN whose full-time job is PSN is LJ. It's Liam. Everyone else here has a full-time job elsewhere. I'm a teacher. Harley, Zach Brown, when he's on, he's on. He's great. He's a great linebacker. I've watched him for years. He's a great linebacker. When Grugier Hill comes back, it's gonna be Bradham and Grugier Hill starters, because they don't really run a 4-3. They run a nickel. But Brown should be the third linebacker if they do run a 4-3. With Jerry, Fort, Singleton, Edwards in the back. Dylan, I don't know. I don't know what pick I have. We have a PSN league, 12 teams. We haven't done the order yet. But I do have an announcement. Pee break, everyone. Have fun.
Only soul that has no helper above. Maybe I'm just alone. I trust my gut, but I've never let it go. So far now I wanna know what you thought you had done when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems like I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right, take away my pride. never let it go. So far now I wanna know what you thought you had done when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems like I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. My crime's a legend to remind, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. So burn it to the ground. I lost the course, the fight to change my life. There seems no time for respite. Maybe you should just go. I've changed my ways, but I never thought I'd find no time to hide in my mind. In the hope you would stay when you allow me to be all the things that I'm not. Well, it seems that I'm caught every time you remind me. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. My crime's a legend to remind, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. So burn it to the ground. So burn it to the ground. You're right, take away my pride, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. My crime's a legend to remind, to burn it to the ground so we can start again. So burn it to the ground.
Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson, da 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 da. Clayton Thorson. Clayton Thorson.
I feel like I had to play that because who knows when's the next time we're gonna play the game, huh? No. Sorry for getting you up, Kyrie. Had to get another beer. Had to let the dogs out. Took my wife in bed. And now I'm here. I can't really talk that loud because she's upstairs, but my wife might have a loud voice. All right, let's look through the chat, see what I miss. Jordy, Eric said thank you. I thank you. That's really nice of you to say that. Like I said before, we just want to get back to you guys. You know. See how my fantasy team doing tonight. I I agree, Jordy. You know, especially in our areas in New York, New Jersey, there's not many of us. You know, during the Super Bowl run, everybody, oh, you're an Eagles fan, me too, because it was a Super Bowl run. But nowadays, you don't see them anywhere because last year wasn't a great year, so they all went back into hiding. There's a lot of people that just come out, you know, very fair weather fans. Um, so we gotta hug each other up. But Brian and I, my co-host, we're definitely looking for Eagles themed bars in our area because we would like to do our podcast from a bar sometime. John, I'm telling you, beer, storms, dogs. I ate a cookie. Liam just drinks tea and shows off his hair. I'm showing off this. How about this? What's everybody doing for Labor Day weekend next week? What's everybody's plans? Oh, Eric's gonna be in Hawaii for Labor Day weekend. Nice, Jacob. Been to Tampa before. Very good, nice place. Well, hopefully Eric, my wife, and I will be on one too, but it's probably gonna be at Jersey Beach, so maybe LBI. I have to go back to school on Wednesday and Thursday for teacher professional development stuff because we get kids on September 3rd. So Wednesday and Thursday is my professional stuff for teachers, and then the 3rd, back to school. Oh, happy early birthday, Bori. Jacob, I think he makes the team. I really do. Yeah, as like the special team ace with some snaps on defense. Well, Twitter just the game is now called. The game is over. To answer Duck's question before we go, Duck, I've always wanted to help people and kids ever since growing up. When I was in 5th grade, I fell down the stairs when I was in 5th grade and I busted my head open. I have a bald spot in the back of my head, and the only teacher who came to my aid, my help, was my phys ed teacher. And ever since then, I wanted to be a phys ed teacher because he helped me. So that's what I do. I try to do my best to help students, no matter what. Try to teach the way he did. Jordy, it's going to be a rough post, way to wrap up this game because we still had a whole quarter to go, really. Clayton Thorson, so sorry, Liam. He didn't do anything because he didn't have a chance because of the rain. Dylan, I don't want to say it's a thin group because it's really not. It's a talented group, just need more experience. Nigel Brown's a stud. Grugier here is a stud, but we don't have him for a few weeks. Zach Brown is a stud. He really is. He may not have shown it this preseason, but he really is a stud. T.J. Edwards has made a lot of plays this preseason, especially today. Alex Terry made a lot of plays. He's all over the place. LJ Ford has as well. So there's a lot of guys, a lot of depth. Just need more experience. That's all. So, before we wrap this up, anybody, any last minute questions? Jacob, is that who I think is wide receiver 5 and 6? Oh yeah, that's you asked that before. Sorry for missing it. I think wide receiver 5 is going to be Greg Ward, and wide receiver 6, judging by the targets today, is going to be Mac Hollins. Before the game, I thought it was Agadosi, but after watching the game, I think it's going to be Mac Hollins. John, thank you for staying up so late with us. Really, we really appreciate it, John. It's 3:40 in the morning over there. It's only 10:40 at night here. So thank you so much, John. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate guys like you. Jordy, I hope you also have a great weekend. Thank you guys so much for hanging around with me. And it's not LJ, so thank you so much. Jacob, there's nowhere for us to watch me, but if everyone before you go, if you haven't done so already, please follow us. Please follow us on Twitter. I'm up in the top left. My co-host is on the top right. And this is our podcast, Flipping the Birds. That's our podcast on the bottom. Please listen to us. We are on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spreaker. We're on YouTube. We're 4 episodes in. Episode 5 is on Sunday, and we release it on Monday morning. Liam has the Outside Insider podcast every Friday, like he has always done. But yes, Rory. See what Rory did? Dilly Dillard. Absolutely. We're gonna get that going. Really gonna get that going. And yes, Eric, please follow Eric at Eric Reese PSN. Yeah, we love every one of you. Thank you guys so much. So with that, make sure to follow us, follow everyone on here. Watch out for our articles. We've been having a hell of a week. We've been on Bleacher Report a lot this week. I really haven't. I've had one, but that's okay. We're gonna have another great week coming up. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you again. Have a great night. This game has ended a lot earlier than we all thought, but it's okay. It is what it is. And I'll make sure we if Brian and I are at the Jets-Eagles game next week, we'll make sure everybody knows in case you're in the area and want to join us. All right? So thank you all. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and go Birds.